we can consult and then get back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Mr.
Chair, you had earlier guided that we give them 7 days. They make detailed, comprehensive status reports so that we can at least interrogate them more. I propose for now, give them the 7 days, they come back when they are very well prepared.
Yeah. As if the Honorable Minister wants to say something.
Mr.
My plan was eventually to give
Mr. Chair, the 7 days were on the Uganda Railways Corporation.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, we have not yet agreed on our submissions from the SGR, but we can still
we could have implied that since it was one team, the whole team will return after 7 days.
Chair, for me, I want to echo the submission from the member about the vessel. When the rail line comes, it goes direct onto the ship. Then it gets off the ship the other side, and it must find the same kind of rail. If it is meter gauge here on the ship, it lands on meter gauge, and then it exits on meter gauge. If you're bringing standard gauge, it will go onto the ship on standard gauge, then exit the other side on. That is why he was saying, in your plan, do you have a plan? Have you anticipated a marine vessel to connect your standard gauge to the other standard gauge?
Yeah.
That was his question. And I don't think you didn't give us an answer.
Thank you, the Honorable Semamala. We have plans for the standard gauge rail to get onto a standard gauge rail vessel. It's called the roll on, roll off, right? Vessel.
Roll on, roll off.
Yes. So that when the train comes, it rolls on, and when the vessel comes,
it rolls off.
That's what we have. And it is planned for in Bukasa. It is planned for fully in Majanji. Luckily, it's also planned for in Kenya's Kisumu port, and Tanzania, through our engagements at Mwanza, they have that planned for.
The second Honorable was about asking, we have a problem with Uganda Railway Corporation land. Today morning, just because we didn't interrogate the land issue, you find that almost 70% of their land is not titled, and it has been encroached and also sold, to the extent that they have sold the park just in front of them, here just opposite, between Petro and their office, which was a waiting area for the people. You understand? So we, going forward, we would think that not only the people that have compensated, but to go ahead and contract someone, or if you have an in-house team that can do it, to survey your whole right of way and get titles for it. Because that is also an asset you can use to get funding. Because you say, you know what, this is the amount of money we have and this is how much, you can use it for valuation to know how much the asset costs. So there is a need for you to have that whole right of way titled, such that somebody cannot even encroach on the reserve, on the railway reserve, because it is already titled. So we request that by the time you come back, you have a plan on how you're going to title your whole route from here to Malaba and to Karamoja, Mutukula, and Arua, and Pakwach. You understand? We want that right of way title. Today we are struggling with people at Chireka. They have encroached on the railway reserves, but they went ahead, Uganda Land Commission, and got titles. The swamps, people went ahead and got titles. Now you want to go through the swamps, you cannot go because somebody has already titled that land. So Uganda Railway Corporation only has maybe 2 meters off its line. The line plus 2 meters aside and 2 meters aside. The rest of the land has been titled already. And people have put mega structures, and they want compensation if you want to take them off. So if you have acquired land, assets reserve, title it all through, and keep your titles.
Okay. I'm about to thank both teams for the good deliberations, but
thank you very much for the question through the Honorable Minister. Honorable Chair, we're actually doing titling for what we have paid. This is how we get these 82 so far complete and 144 in progress. Some of these, some titles we pay for them, then transfer. But there are some villages where we have to start from zero and actually transfer to government names. So this is already in progress.
Well, Chair, that's not what I asked, if you were answering my question.
So
I asked the ones you have, whether they are 2 or 1, are they in your possession?
yes, they are in our possession.
not in the Ministry of Finance.
No. We can even bring them to you next time if we come back.
Please do so.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Honorable Minister.
Thank you so much, Chair and members of the committee. It has been a very good interaction. Being our first time as an agency of the Minister of Works, definitely such issues has to come up, but they also help us to inform on where we need to support each other as a committee to see how we can also perform, achieve our mandate. I just want to say that most of the things that you have spoken, my team has been putting down. We are supposed to come back and make a report, which we shall submit to the clerk. And probably if you will find it necessary to invite us, we shall come back and give more explanation, because we are going to make a written submission on the issues that have come up here. But depending on your findings, you are at liberty again to invite us to come back. But I just want to assure the members that SGR is a project which will be delivered to URC. And that's what I want to assure members. The preparedness, the training of the members, the capacity building is also going to be a process that will be ongoing along the way. And that's why you see the team that I have here is a team that will definitely be take over some of the departments under, So there shouldn't be any worry. Already we are building capacity with the team you see in front of you. And when it's time for handover to take over, there are some of the people who will be absorbed. Then the issue of the Central Corridor, part of Masaka, part of Mutukura, this is something that we have captured, and we shall along the way bring it into perspectives for the feasibility study, so that in the future we can identify money once we are done with some of these.
Did you mention Karamoja?
Yes, Karamoja.
Okay.
Karamoja is yes. It is not yet having a feasibility study for the SGR. Yeah, but it's an area which is of a high potential that we should be looking at.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying, that while we know it is something that comes with the identification of money and priorities, we could start the feasibility study. Then it will inform us on how we can proceed to look for the money and have it implemented along that way. Yeah. Then there are some things like perhaps the preparedness of the team to pay off, and if we are having titles, I think it was answered, and some of the details will come. I want to ask the committee that probably for assurance of this committee, we may not deliver all the titles or copies to the committee. We can pick out 2 or 3 just to assure the committee that yes, whatever we have transferred is in the names of government. We also have the other side of clauses we sign not to disclose everything.
Maybe, Honorable Minister, what the committee might be interested in is out of, for instance, the 286 pieces of land, where are the titles of this? So if you are making a submission, you might need to have a comment column, a remark about each title. That will be my opinion, which I think the members also share with me. Because the war is before we know it, you find a powerful person in Uganda has already transferred the title in their names. That is what we want to guard against. Okay. Okay, thank you, Honorable Minister. You can finish. Yeah.